Stadium in New Jersey. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Carson. Gets past one man. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throw left side complete to Sharp. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well. Good job there getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, it's Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice, because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They start the drive with Jennings. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike, 53. Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. and you can't do it all on one throw.
Working with a 2nd and 3. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Shifts by him, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Green here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Man, he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
You got nothing. Mike, 56. Mike's 56. Bravo.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
56, the mic, boy, 56. Check, exit. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Rosa's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On 2nd down, it's Carson, and tackled down after a gain of 3, leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Carson, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Carson, and he loses the football a 2nd time, and it's scooped up by the Jets, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Check it out, Reed. Kill. 25, check 25, check 26.
They begin the drive with Jennings on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
screen. Watch the screen. Mike,
Fourth down. Here's Wilson.
let's go. Defense.
Flush to his right.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
No.
Now it's Jennings. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rosa's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Chris Carson trotting back out there, and ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
On first down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So a couple of field goals. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Green to bring it back. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Jets now to take over. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Carson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Carson again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to take over here. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Jennings. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They run again with Jennings. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Bring it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Charlie. Watch 54. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Rosa's kick is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson, short throw to Disley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
To throw is Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Wilson. short throw to Disley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Seahawks on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run for it with Carson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And Lutz puts this one through. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. And it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From the 41, Wilson. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety creeping.
They'll run on 1st down. Jennings. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Let's get some pace.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Switch. 36.
They'll try to run now with Jennings. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
54. You're not ready. Back. From cheek to mill. Check. Hard. Check hot. Check 4.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
But they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters. So I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Wilson to throw. This complete to Lockett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Little. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now Wilson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you have to expect in this situation that the defense is going to be playing the perimeter. They don't want any easy passes out there where someone can grab it and step out of bounds. So that was excellent work there to force the incompletion.
And Lutz's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
running on first down. Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they